I have worked for 5 years as a software engineer, even without a college degree and a portfolio. Here's how I did it. Based on my experience, many companies nowadays don't even ask where I went for college or if I actually have a college degree.
That was easy.
Some found out that I was college dropout after 1 year of working for them, but they never really got bothered by it. It's because most employers go straight to the portfolio. But like I said, I don't have one, although I still got through because of this little acronym called NDA. Non-disclosure agreement means that I can go spreading information around about the apps that I've built because I may slip and say something confidential that may jeopardize my previous employer's business. What I usually do is explain that all of my projects have been under NDA or non-disclosure agreements, and since the technology I was hired to do is proprietary or they own it, meaning it cannot be shared or seen by the public because the technology is the product. There's no point in building and selling an app that others can just copy off GitHub, right? And mostly I've built SaaS or software as a service, meaning it's a paid app, but up to a certain point. Example of this software as a service are Canva, Salesforce, and Google Drive, which is free to a point, but once you exceeded that 15 gigabyte cap, you'll have to pay for more storage space. So what do employers say next when I explain that I don't have a portfolio due to NDAs? In the job interview, they usually ask me if I could send them a link or links to these apps that I've built, which I oblige since I don't care. Once they're satisfied, they go to the next segment, which is, drumroll please, the Q&A. These are the most common questions that they ask, so I hope this list will help you in your preparation for your future interviews as well. Number 1 is, what have you learned in building this app? Yeah, they ask that a lot. What were the most challenging experiences you've had in building the app? What tech stack were used? What was your role in the team? Have you experienced leading a team to complete a feature or to fix a bug? Were you part of the design decisions like data flow or design patterns? What were the design patterns you or the team have implemented? So those are the 7s that mostly been asked to me, but everyone's different. So if you guys have more questions to add, please add them in the comment section so that we could all learn from everybody's experience. One tip I want to share is that in interviews, you also need to ask whoever is conducting the interview some technical questions about the job. Try to challenge them by asking questions like, how does the team design the APIs? Or if you're applying for a front-end developer using React, you could ask, how do you balance the complexity and reusability of a React component? This shows that you know what you're talking about and that the interview is not a one-way street where you are the one being assessed, but rather you are also assessing if they are a good company to work with. Let me know if you want more tips about interviews. Then after the Q&A, we proceed to the most important part, which is the coding challenge. This is actually the part where I really focus my energy on. Since I don't have a portfolio or a college degree, then the only way to prove that I am capable is by the coding challenges. You will need to blow the competition out of the water with coding skills if you want to be in the short list, because by the end of the day, it's what matters the most. They usually send an email or a link going to a specific website where the coding challenges are. Some employers would want to be there when you solve these coding challenges, so they ask you to be in a call and you get to share your screen, and then they'll watch how you solve this coding challenges. Some will just send the link and like a homework where you can do these coding challenges on your own free time, because the app or the website has its own built-in timer and has some sort of way to know if you're cheating. So I suggest going to a site called Codewars. I'll put the link on the description below. This is a website where you can practice solving algorithm problems. So it's best to warm up your coding muscles before you go to the interview. It's like a warm-up or stretching before the main event. So you made it this far, you've charmed them, you've proved that you're a capable engineer with your amazing coding skills, and now you will have to face the final boss, which is waiting. Once you leave the office or the Zoom call, that's when it starts. The doubt, the waiting for the callback. Questions like, will I be hired? Or did I do okay? Or will be asked by your head, but you know what? It's out of your control. Like Epictetus said, yeah, this guy, just be concerned by the things you can control, bro. So my advice to beat the final boss is to just keep applying. And the reason behind that is because it's better to collect than select. And you know, if you have a lot of companies wanting you, then you can leverage those offers to get a higher salary or compensation by the end of the day. So my final thoughts is that, to be completely honest, it is a miracle that I've been trusted by these companies, and I tried my best not to let them down, and I will continue to do so. And for summary is that, 1, companies don't really look for college degrees. They go straight for portfolios. 2, the coding challenge is the most important part of the hiring process. And 3, just keep applying. Don't be stuck waiting for the callback. Just keep applying and then collect, then select after. And those are my 3 advice. And that's the whole hiring process of a college dropout. That's it. Thank you.